Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Pisces, we're going to see how you have changed, my friends. We're going to take a look at who you were then. Then could be any time period. It could be last week, it could be a few months ago, it could be a couple years ago. And who you are now, the lesson that you haven't fully learned yet, and the lesson that you have fully learned. So we're going to use 3 different decks to look at this. We're going to use my Doggy Tarot. We're going to use the Divine Goddess Tarot deck, I think it's called. I don't know. And then we're going to start with, what is this called? Take the lead. I'm trying here, but difficulty finding my words. We are going to start with the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. And we're going to see how you've changed, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, I am sitting here, I'm holding in my hands, I'm holding your underline. It's fascinating, actually. It's the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Sky, the Ace of Fire, the 7 of Fire, and then the 6 of Sky or Swords. It just honestly looks like, it's almost like something that you feel like, First, I want to say that I'm getting the impression from the cards that are on the table that you act as some sort of a mediator in some way. I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. Like you act as some sort of mediator in some way. I don't know if this is like one of those examples that is the underline here, or if it's something kind of like more personal to you. But it's almost like having difficulty trying to get past some sort of hurdle here or see something that has been hard to see. And then it's like you finally see it and then you think, oh my gosh, you know what? Now I kind of know why the universe was blocking me from that. You know, if that's, that's kind of how this feels. It's like, wow, no, I don't think I want to get involved in that. That is just a mess. That's what this looks like. This underline. I agree. Right? It's like this dog is like trying to climb over this fence. He shouldn't be climbing over that fence for some reason. I feel like all these crows or ravens are coming in like warning him like, don't go. And then not really being sure, like, well, what's over this fence, right? What's over this fence? What's over there? I'll tell you, it's like a mess. These dogs are fighting. One is like hunched up and got his tail tucked under, and the other one is like not looking. It's like, but it's like a revelation. Like you get over the fence and you see this. Oh, so in one way, I want to say it could be something like this too. It could be like, let's say your neighbors in a certain way, and they got their windows open one day, and you're in the backyard, and you kind of hear voices. So you look over the fence to see what's going on, and it's like, oh my God, I don't know. It's just like, it's a very uncomfortable feeling actually to describe it that way, but could be like that because it's like, whoa, now I see, you can't unsee what you've just seen. I don't know. I would hope it wouldn't be anything like that because that almost describes like abusive, or it's almost like not realizing that somebody would talk to somebody like that, or I don't know. Or even like getting it like, why does my, it could even be like an in-law thing or something, like why doesn't my husband or my wife want or their parents to come over for dinner all the time? Like, why is that? And then you push, like there's some sort of push here to see over the wall, right? And then fine, you want them to come to dinner, they'll come to dinner. Then they come to dinner. And oh my God, it starts off, I just want to say like maybe like going at each other. Oh, George, you're such an asshole. Oh, Margaret, so are you. So then it's almost like you're trying to be nice. But, oh, I heard you like pudding. Who told you I like pudding. I don't like pudding. I haven't liked pudding since the Six of Swords. I just got to go somewhere else right now. Well, yeah, you're right. We'll never have them over for dinner again. I will never look over the fence again. I don't know. That's what's here. So whatever part of your life, that's interesting. So now this is interesting too. You have compassion as the underline and know your worth as the underline. What's so fascinating here though, maybe it has something to do with that. Give me a minute. Okay. Because, oh my gosh, the lesson that you haven't fully learned is forgiveness. It is connected here to being, kind of having a gentle touch. And it's the Mother of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, I'm going to say there's something here about possibly, like, abuse, discovering abuse, or I don't know. There's a possibility here that you haven't learned to forgive your mother for something. Maybe either, yeah, I don't know. I see that it's almost like this card to me right now is almost looking to me like you come across an old picture. Maybe it's a grandmother or a mother, or it doesn't have to be that, but it is coming in as this very female, right? Even bring gentle touch, forgiveness, everything is okay. Maybe that's something you've been like. This lesson isn't fully learned, whether it's not, you haven't fully learned it either in terms of like how you react to things and you're way too gentle, or you're not gentle enough. No, because that's a really, like, it feels very combative. It's like you see over something that there's probably a reason I wasn't supposed to see that, and now you see it and it's like, I got to get out of here. So what I guess I'm trying to say it without having to click something on my video that says that I talk about abuse and shit. You just can't say anything anymore. You really can't. There might have been like something you may feel instinctively combative at certain times, possibly. But I want to say too, it might be because you've been only shown that way. And then here, what you haven't fully learned is, like, you can go in soft. And like forgiveness. Well, that is such a curious area. So what I originally was trying to get to before I got really pulled in there is, right? Because compassion's at the bottom, I feel like it's kind of a reason that you've explored. We're exploring this reading. You've got compassion, but can you forgive? That's kind of interesting, no? Like you can feel sorry, you can understand, you can relate, but can you forgive? You know what I'm saying? That's fascinating. And know your worth. I can't help but think that there's some kind of mommy or daddy issue here. That's not the big part of the reading though, but it's actually kind of dominated it quickly. All right. Something is bothering me, like my hair. I don't know what it is. Something on here. Sorry, it's like really distracting me. Okay. Let's pick up on this mediator stuff here. Okay. Look at this. Who you were then. Time to collaborate. Transformation. And look at this. This is like there's I don't know, a big obstacle, burdens, a lot of responsibility. Although I kind of want to say too, it's almost like you in the past, you had a lot of responsibility to help people work together. And because there's a transformation that takes place in collaboration with the tarot cards. Like this is like a burden. One person is carrying way too much. And then this is just like kind of coming together really nicely, right? And then, oh, it feels good. Everything feels better. So it's like, because we're talking about like working in a group or working in conjunction with another. It can even be you and like a sibling or something like that, dealing with a parent. But yeah, so I mean, that's where the mediator kind of energy is coming up here. So then you helped resolve, transform, even workload. I don't know what to say. Like, it's just weird. Like with this one person is carrying so much. And then it's almost like you kind of, with this lovers too, like it's divinity and choices, like divine choices, like a higher calling or a higher vision. Like seeing something in a higher capacity to make it feel better. I just feel like this Page of Cups energy is like, just make it feel better. Well, that feels better. And if it's, well, this person's saying, no, this puzzle piece has to go. This puzzle piece, the one at the bottom, right, is saying this puzzle piece has to go to the left. But this one up there is saying, no, it needs to go to the right, because to them it's on the right. So it's like somebody needs to see the big picture here and say, wait, you're both saying the same thing, but you're trying to achieve it in a different way. Like that's what I'm getting with this mediator. Like you both want the same thing, but you're just describing it differently, or you're just looking at it from that side instead of this side. And so like somebody would feel like they have too much burden, I don't know, or if you're as a mediator, maybe even having too much of a burden to do that. And it could be work related, it could be family, it could be like just with everybody that you meet. You could just be walking down the street and you see two people trying to pave a sidewalk and you're watching them communicate and you're thinking, they're literally both trying to do the same thing, but they're just saying it in a way that neither one of them understands it, and they're like ending up, having a fight. It's just like kind of walk over and say, actually, and oh, that's what I've been trying to tell him. Well, that's what I'm trying to tell her. Yeah, well, there you go. So I don't know. It's a very curious energy. So that's where you were then. Okay, that's where you were then. Now, who you are now? Well, you got a lot of freedom and potential. You got a lot, actually. You have freedom is yours and potential. And then you have, like, to start with that, is you have the call, which is judgment, and the Ace of Cups. Oh, this feels great. This is a new beginning that feels great. But what in the hell? You get the Five of Pentacles here. And I feel like you're represented by this dog. This one sitting on the edge of that, like, tent or that structure. Looking out at the path forward, like another path forward, because freedom is yours. That's the only dog that's looking outside of the tent. Something that you want, either something that you want is at a distance from you, or, oh bug, something that... Why the Five of Pentacles? I don't know, right? Is it connected to this? This is just like a revelation. Oh, this is a shit show. I gotta get out of here. Let me keep going. I'm not sure why the Five of Pentacles is there. Or maybe you don't have the money to do something. I mean, it could be that. It could be something as simple as that, too. Like, you might, I'm not even sure how then and now are connected. If they are, they may not even be. Like, this could have been one part of your life that you were like really wrapped up in. And that's just not important right now, where I'm talking to you about the now. Because this looks like you could, like you have, so if I want to say freedom, you have freedom of choice, although choices can be limited when your money is limited too. So it could, like, the potential, well, it's the potential for freedom is yours, isn't it? The potential for freedom is yours. The potential is there, but something is missing. Something's missing. Definitely, I want to say in a way like the opportunity, maybe the free time with Judgment, like this new beginning. And it feels great. This feels really, really good. But with the Five of Pentacles, either you can't, it's like you have the time to do it now, but you don't have the money. Or something's distant. So this, okay, the lesson not fully learned is bringing a gentle touch into forgiveness with the Earth Alpha female, with the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, you know what? I didn't tell you what this reminded me of. There's so much coming in. So I'm coming back to it. It looks to me almost like when you're looking at an old family picture, and like a picture of, let's say, your I want to say your mom. Could be your mom or your grandmother or something maternal. There's a maternal energy here, and it's a picture you'd never seen of them before, and it's a picture of them sort of in, I want to say it's a period before you would have been born. You know, if we're talking about it's a mother or a grandmother, it's seeing this picture of them before you were born, but it's a picture you'd never seen. And it's a point in time when there's a change here. Like I'm literally seeing somebody going through a photo album, and you've seen all these pictures, and it's almost like you've seen your mom or your grandmother or whoever this is, maybe even like an older sister or cousin, I don't know. And there's like this free, happy kind of personality that you see coming through in the photographs. You never knew that in that person. And you're like, I just don't understand what happened to Auntie Sue, or what happened to my mom, or what, you know, why? And then you come across this picture. And I want to say, you know what I'm picturing here? This is interesting. So I don't know how this comes through for somebody, but this is exactly what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing, it's a picture of on her wedding day that you'd never seen. It's almost like you saw the official wedding photos, but this is a picture that somebody caught. You know, it wasn't a professional photographer. It was just, you know, a regular shot that somebody picked. And it was hidden behind the official wedding photo. Like, let's say if it's your mom, it's your mom and dad. And, you know those old albums where they have the little tabs and you slide them in, like you stick the tabs on the paper? If you're younger, you're probably like, photos? You can hold a photo? It's not on a camera? Yeah, you can. And it's almost like the glue from the little tabs kind of like dried up enough, and it fell, and it released this photo, this hidden photo, and you realize right there, it's almost like, it's like the apprehension of whoever this is. I don't know, maybe it's you, I don't know, but it's like the apprehension that is caught in that photo and hiding, almost like not quite wanting to come out, but then putting on like, okay, well, everybody expects me to do this, so I'm going to step out. And then all the other pictures, like, so happy, sharing cake, like all those things. And it's like coming to some sort of terms, I feel like, with this. It's like, because that picture sliding out is like something that you had not seen before. And then you're like, oh shit, I got to get to a better, this is almost maybe even something you don't want to think about, because I'm going to tell you, it just feels like to me, if this resonates, I don't know if it's you or if it's a family member, but I just honestly feel like that was a turning point for this person. And that's where you realize there's the change. Because I see all these pictures when, you know, mom or whoever, or maybe, I don't know, could even be yourself, but, and like, where did I change along the way? I don't know. So there, like, this is, I feel more like it's somebody else though, because bringing a gentle touch and forgiveness, maybe, because where I want to go with this is maybe your mom was harsh, or maybe your mom or your grandmother was resentful. You know, it doesn't even have to be a mom. Maybe it could be a dad. But I'm only pulling one card, right? So it's just this one card. I will clarify it. And it's like something happened to that person. at a specific point in time and you see this revealed. It doesn't have to be a wedding or just like, that's how I see it, just because the way she's dressed, she's got like all these fancy necklaces and stuff on, which I guess would symbolize like the Queen of Pentacles. But it just, and then the flowers and the outdoor setting, it's just bringing to mind like that, like on a wedding day. But she's actually kind of hiding behind the bushes thinking, maybe nobody will notice if I'm not here. I think they're gonna notice. And somebody catching like a photograph of this just before, you know, someone comes out and goes, oh, hey, we were looking for you. Come on, it's time to, don't know. So it's, I want to say bring a gentle touch of forgiveness. I don't know if some of you too, I'm also seeing like this person very old right now, very old or feeble, and maybe in like a nursing home or not doing well, or you needing to come by and help this person and almost like doing it because it's your duty. My mom, it's my aunt or whoever, doing it because it's your duty. And something's like, honestly, Pisces, I feel like in this reading, something has happened. And this underlying is the one that really hits it with me. Like, it's like going over the fence, going into a book, seeing something. And boy, the truth is like, holy shit. Like, so it's, I want to say like there's argument. It's a 7 of fire, but you can see these dogs are barking and arguing. Where I'm also going with this is as if this is a parent and you always felt like this person was really hard on you, or this person was even like looked at you, felt that maybe they resented you. You know, I didn't get to do this because of you. Or, you know, some parents can feel like that. My dad was a bit like that. But anyways, this is definitely almost like seeing and realizing that it wasn't resentment to you maybe, but it was just not feeling like they had options. There was something about this, like she's just hiding behind those bushes, like not wanting to come out, but finding a way to forgive. And the fact that this is coming out now too, it kind of makes me wonder, like, could this person be passing? Could this person have passed even? Maybe could this person have even already passed? And gently forgiving, gently forgiving. Gently forgiving. There's so much that's captured in this photograph. It's just blowing my mind. Like, I don't know, like I see the picture and then it's just all these messages come through in this image, and I'm almost seeing like somebody who sees their entire future ahead of them. You included, if you were like, you know, part of what I'm describing here. And it's almost like the hope of what could be, but either it's just not, they know they're not going to build it with the right person, if that was your father or that was your uncle, or I don't know. And just this, it's like lost hope in this dog's eyes to me. So, okay, so the lesson that you fully learned. Interesting. Trust the great mystery, independence. So that's fascinating. I don't know if this is somebody who has passed. Because you're independent. So you understand independence. You know how to do that. You know how to, if this is resonating for you, you know how to look after yourself. You know how to kind of walk into the unknown, right? With trust the great mystery. And then the 6 of Pentacles, like, you know how to work together. You do know how to work together. I want to say that there's something here, and it's not coming out in a big, like, obvious way, but as you kind of piece the puzzle pieces together, which is funny, you have that with Ant Spirit. It's as if there's a story here about clearing ancestral karma. I feel like you know how to do it differently. You know how to do it differently. This, and again, it doesn't have to be like a photo album. It can also be like a parent, if you're dealing with a parent who's going through like dementia, or they're just, you know, their mind is starting to go, and they start telling stories that they held back all their life. You know, it's funny how that works. Like my grandfather, we had no idea he spoke German, fluidly spoke German. And I guess too, like because of when he was born in 1918. You know, just the shame of the Second World War and everything, because his ancestors were German. But then he would come into the room and he's like speaking German, like nothing. And then, it was his younger brother who told us, he said, oh yes, we all speak. We were forced to learn how to read the Bible in German. So, you know, it's like these things start coming out of people when it's not even a filter. Well, it's all inhibitions are gone. There's no sense in, like, I don't know. I guess it's just a level of the ego that is gone. There's no reason to protect yourself from that. The ego is gone. Such a fascinating little pile that you hear on this not fully learned, this bring a gentle touch, forgive. I just can't. I feel like there's somebody that you're dealing with that's past, like bring a gentle touch, forgive them. And it just feels like towards the end. Yeah. So I want to clarify some shit here. I really do. I'm going to put these back on because the little cards. So here we go. We're going to do the Witch Tarot. The first thing I'm going to actually is the Five of Pentacles. Freedom is yours. There's great potential here. A new beginning. Oh, it feels great. But the Five of Pentacles, well, if it feels great, I don't know. Well, we just don't have the money to do it. Or, I don't know, it could be distance. The Five of Earth. Why the Five of Earth? Why is this here? Oh, there's distance. It's the Eight of Cups. So some kind of distance here. The potential is there, but physically it's not possible. Freedom is yours. The Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Wow, any way you want to plan to celebrate, you're free to do that. So a celebration here. You're free to celebrate, but also maybe there's people you want to celebrate with or get together with, but you can't. They're at a distance to you. The potential is there. The Nine of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So that's interesting. Oh, maybe these are people, like, this has like a sense of work, right? And like being a mediator. Maybe these are people that like you worked with a long time ago, but you're distant from them now or something. But the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups, like you're thinking about that. All you do is think about the potential of getting together or like perfecting like some sort of reunion. Making something perfect. The Call. The Knight of Swords. Wow, like how fast can I get there is your energy. The Ace of Cups. The Queen of Swords and the Strength card. It's wow, this almost has a feeling of like holding back all of your good feelings about something, holding the clarity back in regards to all of your good feelings that you have right now. Or maybe there's something like you want to do in person with somebody or with a group of people. See, again, I'm not sure how that relates to any. It's kind of a funny reading. And maybe there's a lot of different areas that I'm picking up on here. Okay, so then a time to collaborate. Oh, the Three of Swords. That's hard work. Transformation. The Hermit, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. So it's time to collaborate with a broken heart. I don't know. What is that? Well, it's right. It's like everything, like it makes things feel better. So, okay. And so maybe, yeah, like, I don't know. This could have been like, what would you collaborate? I always get like this social worker energy, and it's kind of coming in with this too. Like fixing the ouch. Fixing the ouch is who you were then. And transforming. This is coming out from being like hidden from others. This could have been like hidden work too. I don't know. Oh, funny. Like hidden, the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning here. A new beginning. Perhaps if it's connected to this, what you haven't fully learned yet, is even like applying some sort of lessons that you picked up through your life. You know, this could maybe even just symbolize many different people. It doesn't even have to symbolize someone in your own family. Maybe it's something, you know, some of the things that I see in my head, I swear to God. So I literally see like some kid going to his or her friend's house to play. And you walk into the kitchen, your friend's down in the basement, you guys are playing, I'm like playing ping pong or something. I don't know what the hell you're doing in the basement. And it's, oh, can I get a drink of that? Whatever you said you had. Yeah, go upstairs. It's in the fridge. And you go upstairs and, like you see your friend's mom, like pouring, she's hiding her vodka in the orange juice or something. You're like, oh, Mrs. Smith, what? Oh, don't tell little Johnny. It's just our secret. You know, like, it's like, oh, like you see something that, oh Lord, that I don't know what this really is. But I just honestly feel like there's some sort of feeling to you that I'm picking up that maybe it's even been in lifetimes where you just see shit and you're like, I really wish I didn't see that. I didn't need to see that. So the 10 of Wands. The 9 of Wands. It seems like a long time to shuffle that out. The 9 of Wands. A long, heavy burden. Carrying long, heavy burdens for a long time. The Lovers. The 4 of Cups, the King of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. There's a weird feeling here of like keeping personal feelings at bay. No, I've never had that statement come in before. Like keeping personal feelings at bay. And then the sea puppy. I was going to call it the 6 of puppy. But it's the sea puppy. That's too many cards. Are you kidding me? The Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands. Wow. See, it like makes everything feel better. What is all this? I'm going to put it back in. It's the Moon. It's the 10 of Wands. It's the Star, the High Priestess in the World. It is bringing an end to what looks like a long and complicated cycle of heavy burdens, healing, trust in the universe. There, okay. This is I'm sorry if this feels very piecemeal. Maybe it doesn't to you. As the reader, I'm not quite seeing how all these little ends are connected. So maybe even in a way, like you might even be getting 4 almost separate readings like in this. They don't necessarily have to all connect. For some of you, like maybe you can see these connections. So I'm not going to try to force them together. Yeah, because this is how it is. I'm just going to spend a lot of time being confused. Okay, bring a gentle touch. The Five of Cups and the High Priest, like the Hierophant. Oh, it's fascinating. So this is, oh, it could be somebody. Maybe this is even a friend who's going through a rough time. I don't know, because it doesn't feel like it's you. I'm sorry if it is you. I don't mean to discount you. It's just because it says bring a gentle touch, forgiveness, like help somebody. It's like to help somebody, right? Or it's either you to be able to forgive, like to gently forgive someone from the past. Okay, so forgiveness, let's say that, forgiveness. Oh, there's the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Well, I'm sorry, I gotta be independent. What is that? Because you've got that. It's like, right? Independence card. The Nine of Pentacles is very independent. And you understand that lesson. You got that. You trust the mystery in being independent. Maybe you've had relationships where people, like, things have ended. Even trying to bring a gentle touch to yourself, like not really understanding why you find yourself, perhaps, I don't know, single. So seeing how these two could be connected. But there's definitely, like, forgiveness with the Page of Cups. Now, maybe some of you had a parent. Gosh darn it. This is heavy, this little area. Because it could have even been like a parent that left, had to go do something on their own. That could be, ooh, that could be, yeah, like some abandonment feelings here. Like processing those. Oh, it's the picture. It's like maybe it's, yeah, wow. Look at this different. You know what I'm talking about? She's like this little girl here standing. She's so innocent and happy and like so excited about all the possibilities like in life. Like it's just so wonderful, isn't it? All this water but then it's almost like her older and then hiding behind the bushes. Okay. This is very interesting. Oh, you know what this is reminding me of? The Joy Luck Club. I think it was that. Was it that? The Joy Luck Club? I think I want to watch that again because I hope I'm not wrong on this. Oh, if it wasn't the Joy Luck Club, I also feel like it was a true, but no, that was based on a true story, wasn't it? It was, wasn't it? Because I feel like I'm talking about something that was actually happened to somebody. And actually, I'm almost describing what this is. Like if the Joy Luck Club, her mom always being really hard on her, didn't seem very forgiving. And then like the more she got to know about her mom before, like she'd met her dad and they'd gotten married, it was like, wow, like you totally changed. There's something like that. I think, like if you guys have watched that and you know what I'm saying, is it the Joy Luck Club? I feel like it is that energy. Earth Alpha Female, right? Like there's stuff here about the mother. And then you get the Queen of Cups. You get the Fool, the Queen of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. There's also a sense here of like doing it differently. Like doing something differently. Like we're love is an important step in this process. I mean, that kind of came through at some point too, where I feel like, which card? I don't remember. Oh, I think it was over here with this King of Pentacles. Like a sense of, I don't know, was it that? Doing it differently. Like, you know, if it's something that you were raised in or something that you experienced, you're going to do it different. But there's just a sense of forgiveness. And like, yeah, it's just a fresh start. It's a fresh start based like in love, I want to say love and experience, because now I'm also looking at the difference in this. Like if you look at the page and the way this all changes and transforms, they actually come out of the water in these decks, don't they? The page is in the water. And then the Queen, and then the Knight of Cups, he's no longer in the water. They're no longer in the water. It's like bringing these emotions to practical experiences. Because the Knight is not, he's on like, I guess he's more like on the shore. It looks sandy and grassy. And then the Queen of Cups, yeah, she's on the shore. You can see it's almost like the water, the tide has gone out. And then the King of Cups, he's up on a high rock here. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is just one of those where I'm just saying the message. All right. Trust the great mystery, independence. Trust the great mystery of independence. The Star and the Page of Swords. He's like, it's almost like you see your blessings. That's what you see your blessings. You see your blessings. Yeah, like blessings from above, the Star. You see your blessings? So, yeah, you see your blessings. You trust the mystery. The Six of Earth. There's enough to go around on this trail, which is interesting. The Two of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Wow, trust the mystery. There's a mystery. And then seeing the blessing. Seeing your blessing. Seeing your blessing. That's what I got. That's what I got, Pisces. It's just such a different kind of reading. You have the Seven of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Chariot. Lots of water. Water and Pisces there. It's like, it is. It's kind of got this feeling over here, like understanding mysteries. Finding ways to move forward. I'm going to go and do the extended, Pisces. In the extended, I'm going to look at you in transformation, and I'm going to look at future you. All right? Thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, to be gentle with yourselves. Bye.